Hey everyone, how you doing? Clip Bell here from SIA. Thanks for watching on behalf of the entire SIA team. Welcome aboard. It's test number 67, Penguin 4.0. We're going to follow up some tests that we did on link building. Let's get into it. All right. Back after Penguin came out and then the Penguin update was published, that's when these tests were done. It was in between. It was Penguin, and then these tests were done, and the Penguin update came out, and this update set of tests were done. And so we wanted to know was all the hoopla true? So basically, when Penguin came out, that's when the SEO community as a whole started preaching that Google ignores backlinks, Google ignores bad backlinks. Google can find paid backlinks. Google can find all your PBNs, etc. And it's the start of the all powerful Google in the eyes of the majority of the SEO community. Like, we rely so much on Google to clean up our backlinks, for example, that we just say and recommend that people totally ignore all the bad backlinks to your site. That's horrible advice, by the way. Um, but that's it's 2021, and that is essentially the idea is that the community as a whole is given Google entirely too much credit, in my opinion. So in the case of bad backlinks, it's or we filter out all your backlinks and we don't count those, or no such thing as negative SEO, because if someone negative SEOs your website, Google's going to know that that's a negative SEO and it's going to ignore it. Or you can't rank with these things, these specific tools or these types of links, because Google's going to ignore it. Or if you have exact match too high, then Google's going to ignore it. And so we want to test that stuff out. As a caveat, the same applies to the high quality content standard, because if high quality content was still a thing, why does the Rhinoplasty Plano website still rank inside of the search results for Rhinoplasty Plano? And if you don't know what I'm meaning, is there was a a test for search SEO Signals Lab, and they did this contest, and Kyle Roof made this page, and he made it on Lorem Ipsum, and it ranked number one eventually. Well, that page, that website is still there. It's still in the search results, still ranking for the term. And then there's other examples and different keywords where it's still number one. It's not just ranking. It's not just on page one. It's number one on page one. So in the high quality content arena, that's dispelled. It's not high quality content. Google cannot read as good as everyone says it is. It's looking in zones, and because of those zones, and it finds a keyword, is going to rank the pages for those keywords. That'll never get a rhinoplasty client. It will never convert. So for users, it's useless, right? But from the SEO perspective, it's interesting, and it's interesting to know those placements. And it's the same with backlinks. So in here, there's three tests. One is can you trigger a natural link penalty? What does it take to kick it in? How many backlinks can you get before the Penguin algorithm comes at you and says you got a natural links? And in that set of tests, it was the page was optimized at 8% keyword density, and the page ranked number 4 initially, and then the link provider sent 10,000 links to it. 10,000 links to it. The second test is a paid link. So known sites that you buy links, and they actually bought paid links on blogs, 10,000 of them. Like, if nothing's going to trigger it, paid blog links should do it, right? 10,000 links. And the And the anchor text in there said that these are paid links. So it's kind of like writing or getting a guest post on, or this post is a guest post. Or this blog was contributed by a guest author. So in that case, the links had the anchor text identifying it as this is a paid link. So test keyword, paid link. And then backlinks with the exact match anchor of 3%. And this was in the days when people were saying, "Oh, you should never have your exact match anchor between above 1 to 3%. Anything higher, and Penguin's going to get you." Well, we set it at 25, and we want to see what happened. So in test 1, they fired another round. So you had the initial test had 10,000 backlinks. The page ranked number 1. And then you did it again and sent 10,000 more, and the test site is still number 1. So that's 20,000 backlinks from a link provider on a site like a Fiverr, and Penguin 4.0 didn't penalize the site. The page is still number 1. The second one, the page dropped from the number 1 spot to the number 3 spot when the paid links were set. And keep in mind, the anchor text said, "Hey, this is a paid link." If they had left that out, I bet you it would probably stayed at number 1, because it's keywords like sponsored posts, sponsored partners, our sponsors, those kind of things associated with the section of the website where those links happen to be could be addressed by Penguin. And we're looking for terms like how Panda is picking up guest posts now by guest post, guest author, guest contributor, that kind of stuff was tested, and you can actually see that those pages won't get any benefit. The linking is not going and not counting. So I suspect that, and I buy paid links all the time. So, and I know I'm still ranking with paid links all the time. But the paid links I buy don't say, "Hey, this is, this website / paid links." It's not there, on purpose. So, that'd be interesting to see. But a lot of people say, "Hey, you'll get penalized for paid links." And in this case, Penguin didn't penalize the site. It just didn't give it any credit for the backlinks. It filtered those backlinks out because it was associated with paid links via the terms. And then number 3 is a page that received backlinks remains the number 1 spot, and that's the 25% exact match. And all of the URLs got an exact match, or as many links together, right? And then the one with the 25% exact match is still number 1. So that whole you can't go any higher than 1 to 3% for Penguin and exact match anchors was false. It's still false to this day. But there is still limits, right? So don't go out and just do 25% anchor text to all of your pages, because Google ranked this particular test number 1. It's not what that means. You still have to do a little bit of smartness. So if all of your competition has, let's say you're in web design. Web design is really cool. So you do web design Dallas. You look at the anchors, and you're probably, I haven't looked at it recently, but you're probably going to be in the 25 to 30% range of all those websites that are ranking for that have exact match web design Dallas. In one tool or another, you're going to find that. So if they're 25 to 30, you could probably go to 32 to 35 and take over that search result, provided all the other SEO stuff is equal or above the board and everything, across the board of your on-page stuff, right? So, but if everyone has a 5% exact match anchor, you don't want to go in there with 35, because now you're the crazy outlier. And that crazy outlier is easy to pick up. So the math-wise, you're looking for averages, and and the means, right? So, and you have the highs and lows and the average, and you want to figure out what the highs and the low are, figure out what the mean is, and then go try to get a little bit above the high. And that is how you use that anchor text percentage today when you're building your backlinks and stuff. So it's no longer 3 or less, 3% or less. It's look at your competition for that particular keyword, see what they're doing, find out the average and the mean that the algorithm can easily figure out, and then you be a little bit above average. Don't go crazy, just be a little bit above average, and then add until you're ranking in the position you want, and then you're done with your link building. It makes it a whole lot easier, a lot smarter, and better than playing darts with your link building campaigns and hoping that you're going to get a bullseye. All right, I hope this helped. Again, thumbs up, thumbs down. Only cost you a calorie. We need your interaction and your love. We appreciate you. See you in the next video.